E aí, galera de cowboy?
E aí, galera de peão. E aí, nininha do meu coração.
Oh. Como sempre, eu fazendo um lanche.
Little snack. Little snack.
Então, dá uma recapituladinha? Ou, só jogar? Recapituladinha. A gente falou com um monte de burguês lá.
Uhum.
Não faço a mesma ideia quem é quem. Todo mundo morreu. Não todo mundo, mas a maioria morreu. O Burg lá levou alguns de reféns. Aí agora a gente tem que ver o que vai fazer, né? Nos reunimos aí.
Exatamente.
E é isso. Agora a gente vai fazer alguma coisa.
A gente vai ajudar a velha.
A velha?
A velha. Ela precisa de um duelista. A velha.
Sim. A velha precisa de um duelista.
Eu fiz algumas quests do outro mapa. E só. Deixei algumas pra lá. Eu não tô afim.
Tudo bem.
Mas... eu fiz algumas. Fiz do
Você fez o
moleiro.
testamento da viúva?
Não, essa é... não. Essa
o
é
testamento da
a...
viúva é o quê?
essa
É
é
a
a da
duelista.
velha.
Vamos embora.
Cavaleiros mortos na estrada. Há 2 homens armados ao lado deles que está revistando um outro está de vigia. Eles ainda não te viram.
Achei que você fosse vazar. Mas é ótimo. Ótimo. Upar o arquinho. Né? Tá tremendo. O cara entrou no cavalo. Você tá querendo acertar?
Meu Deus.
Não? Subiu mesmo. Aí.
Caralho, o cara me lascou. Forte.
Eita porra, meu cachorro não. Dá o pau aí nele. Urra. Eu só tenho um pouquinho de vida.
Me sangrou, cara. Eu não botava fé
Pois é.
que ele ia me sangrar desse jeito. Agora temos bandagens, né?
Amém.
Pelo menos.
Temos que aprender com nossos erros.
Pois é, né?
Matt! Oh, he's run off again, the little beast.
Oxi, bicho apanhou. Ele fugiu porque ele tá disso, né?
Poxa.
Nada de bom, né?
Aqui o cara morreu, né?
Bom, você já conseguiu salvar alguém numa emboscada? Enquanto
não
estava
sei.
presente,
Não sei.
nunca.
Não?
Não.
Real?
Real, toda vez a gente chega e aí a gente atira no cara e o outro já tá matando o inocente e nunca dá certo.
É, eu acho que talvez não seja mesmo. Pra dar certo.
Pra dar certo, né? Não sei.
É. Eu queria que minha armadura ficasse mais fodida, na verdade.
Pra você consertar e pegar nível Harry?
É pra eu consertar e elas subirem mais de nível, né?
Sim.
Que eu tenho o atributo lá, mas eu acho que elas têm que ficar 70%, alguma coisa assim, pra poder...
Tá quantos por cento que eu
Pô,
não...
tá tudo 100, 90... Aí 94...
Bom, é só se lutar, né?
É, mas mesmo assim... Ah, eu queria ver isso aqui, ó.
Arranja qualquer um pra se lutar. E
Ó.
vai... E vai duelando.
Bonito, né?
Não.
Lindo.
Não gostei dessa manta de ouro, não.
Não, vai ficar.
Não vai ficar, né?
É parte.
Tudo bem. Você que é o Henry.
Quem é o Henry? Quem é o Henry?
Você e eu.
É, sei.
As duas personalidades do Henry. O diabinho e o anjinho que fica no ombrinho dele.
Quem é o anjinho, quem é o diabinho?
Ele não tem anjinhos. Tô brincando.
Por
Sou
quê,
eu.
né?
Brincadeira, eu sou o anjinho.
Até parece.
Oh, gente.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
I'm telling you, cough up the fucking money.
Go fuck yourself. I owe you nothing.
Don't fuck with me, you whore son.
Even if I did owe you, my pockets are empty.
You don't have the coin? Hold on. All right, bastard. Come on then.
You're a dead man.
Dead man. Não é assim?
Stop beating him. Come on then. What?
Hey, stop fighting!
Don't hit him.
É. Deixa lá, né?
Christ, this day is
Cada um
never
com
ending. It happens.
seu cada um.
Watch where you go.
Vamos dormir?
Innkeeper.
12 horinhas de sono.
Né?
Bom demais. Me faz favor, lê de novo qual é a missão que eu já me esqueci.
Falar com a velha.
Ah,
A
pronto,
inicial
fala
do-
com a velha. A velha não ficava lá com os judeus? Ou não? Ficava com o meeiro. Meeiro não, com o dono do...
O meeiro?
Não, não meeiro, não.
Me...
Não é
Meeiro é o
meeiro,
quê?
não.
O cara que faz as
É
coisas mais ou
meirinho.
menos?
Easy, good horse.
Meeiro é o cara que faz as coisas mais ou menos.
Não, ela ficava com o cara do dinheiro lá, que tava saqueando, né?
É. Eu acho que é.
Que a gente tá... Extorquindo não, é chantageando.
Quem a gente tá chantageando?
Aquele cara que deixou a gente ir pro negócio real lá.
A velha? Não sei se a velha tem nada com isso, não.
Não, ela não tem nada a ver com isso, mas é alguém que, pelo que eu entendi, trabalha lá, né? Esse é o duelista, o sapateiro?
I come on behalf of Widow Gerda. I will stand for her in battle. What terms shall we agree to?
So she went and found a swordsman anyway. I had hoped that it wouldn't come to this. I won that money fair and square.
But you don't have a witness or any document.
No, I don't. Just my word. And I will gladly even swear on the cross. But once I pay the guild dues, they'll make me a master and I'll finally open my own workshop. I swear before God, I'm in the right. And if there's no other way to defend my good fortune than with a weapon in my hand, so be it. Unless you would show mercy and let me win.
Não.
Mas peraí. Ele parece um cara honesto.
I don't
Foda-se.
intend to
Quero
break
lutar
my
com ele e
word.
matar ele.
And I certainly
quê?
don't want to ruin my reputation
Porque
by
eu
throwing
tô
a
aqui pra
duel.
isso. Eu vim de longe.
As you wish.
Viu de longe.
Right is on my side, and God will certainly guide my hand. We just have to agree on the weapon you want to use.
E aí?
I choose sword. Which weapon is best for you?
I'm a cobbler, not a swordsman. I'll have to borrow a weapon and armor from somebody. Go back to Gerda and tell her we're agreed and that we'll meet there. Southwest of the city is a large solitary tree on a hill. Gerda will know where, so come together.
E eu vou ser sujo de sangue pra ele se sentir ameaçado.
Easy. Nice and slow.
Nice and slow.
Ih, amor, esqueci de novo. Tá com a tela gigante aqui.
Ah.
Tô sempre me esquecendo. Tá bom. Ótimo, perfeito.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Hey! Your horse
Não era ele, não?
Easy. Nice and
Legal.
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow. Puta merda.
Get out of here! This property belongs to someone else.
Meu Deus.
This property belongs to someone else.
Tá vendo o cu do cavalo, porra.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
Stop that whistle.
This must have cost a pretty fortune.
O que ele falou do cavalo? Mas todo mundo tá falando bem da Pedroca agora, então
Tá.
tranquilo. É isso, eu achava que era aí do lado.
Good horse.
Essa porta aí que o cara tá entrando, né? Não. Bem mais.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool!
You fool.
Don't you see me?
So we can sleep peacefully.
Aí.
Whoa.
Collect food. Attend to our brave defenders that they may live better. Anyone wishing to donate something
Tá com pressa.
Away from here.
hall every Sunday.
Tá com o carro do cavalo?
É o cavalo?
I'm not.
Day of cash is donation.
Greeting.
Careful.
Mencione. Mencione.
Greetings. Hey, you're all bloody.
Uhum.
I went to see Radmill, and we agreed on terms.
And what weapon did you choose?
It'll be swords. Radmill went to find some armor, and then we'll meet at the big tree southwest of town. He said you'd know.
I know. And are you ready?
Yep.
We can leave right away.
Then let's go, so I can finally have some peace.
Today, the dispute between Gerda and Radmill will be decided once and for all. If necessary, I will gladly testify as to the recipient of God's favor in this duel today. Radmill will fight for himself, and Henry will take up arms for the widow Gerda. They have both agreed upon the weapons to be used in the duel. No other weapon is allowed. No fighter may move too far from the center of the ring. Whoever runs away loses. The duel will end as soon as someone surrenders or there is no more fighting. No killing.
Oh.
Did you understand the rules?
Yes.
Entendi.
Yes.
Let the duel begin.
Come on, let's see what you've got.
Behind you.
What?
Get him!
Ó,
You
ó,
call this a duel?
ó,
Go fuck yourself.
ó.
Gente.
You're fighting for me, so do your best.
Tá bom. Ó,
Henry, come on.
tá bom.
Take that.
You're a dead man. You know that?
Mercy, spare me.
Foi rápido.
I knew that the truth was on my side. Finally, the truth is...
Oh, you certainly know how to fight.
So it's decided.
Unfortunately for me, let's go to the others.
Radmil, Henry, you both fought valiantly, but God has decided the truth lies with Goodwife Gerda. The dispute has thus been justly settled in her favor.
Yes, that's right. Did you hear that? Don't you even think of trying to get money out of me now. I've got a witness that you lost.
Don't worry. I honor your victory. You won't hear from me again.
And you, Henry. Here's your well-earned reward.
I'm glad to have helped settle this.
Pô,
This
foi
duel
bom.
was guided by the hand of God. If necessary, I will testify to everything.
No money?
Vou falar com ele.
What's done is done. That's the end of it. Fuck all work.
Acabou então.
E acaba com o sofrimento dele.
Não pode matar. Pode.
Realmente ele não tinha dinheiro.
É.
Agora não vai precisar mais também. É bom que ninguém viu, né? A galera ali... Não viu. O que mais que a gente tem pra fazer aqui?
Acabou.
O quinto mandamento. Examine o corpo, fale com o coveiro.
É uma boa esse parece
Isso é
legal.
uma boa, isso é uma boa.
É.
Vamos lá, vamos ver. Esse que não vai dar pra fazer depois, né?
É, fecha, né?
Que o Deixa falou que
Por causa da cidade, eu acho.
deve rolar algum.
Uma mutreta aí. Que ambiente agradável.
Muito
Passeando com seu cavalo.
cavalinho, Pedroquita.
Pedroquinho.
Agora eu queria um coxinho, viu?
Você queria um coxinho?
Agora eu queria.
Aí na frente deve ter, né? Cheio de barril. Aí não, coxinho. Aí também não.
Easy. Nice and slow.
Easy.
Nice and slow. Rapaz,
That city tournament.
eu nunca vi.
Down, you idiot.
Maybe next time I'll even fight.
Eu queria ouvir o que eles estavam falando. Agora já foi, pode ir.
These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The lords won't protect us.
That sort of talk is dangerous. The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city, and all that fencing is just a bit of fun. That's all.
Men's opinions. I'll just keep quiet.
Take care of yourself then. Farewell.
Anyway, take care.
Hey! Your horse
Easy. Good horse.
Tá, onde
Pode
é que
participar
fica
do
o-
treinamento uma vez. Pô,
Mais
do-
uma vez. Nem não.
do tournament, né? Do campeonato.
Sim. Cara.
Good day to you.
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do. Ha!
No fim, eles também se calarão.
They too will fall silent someday.
True that. What can I do for you?
I hear there was a murder here recently. Some young girl?
True. She's lying in the morgue. But who the hell are you? Another Gawker?
Another? Why would anybody come to look at her?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as news spread about what was done to her, folk are always turning up to have a gawk. So if you ain't one of them Gawkers, you must be one of them other types. Well, no, you can't shave her. No thumb for a souvenir.
Gente.
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
Lorde de Leipa? Quero justiça? Quero justiça legal.
É.
Someone killed the poor girl. You can't just let the murderer get away with it, can you?
Well, what do you plan on doing about it?
Find out who did it and bring him to justice.
Well, if that's the way it is, and you really want to help them lasses, it's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Alright.
Né?
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
Oh well.
Falei com a amiga de Alice.
Rapaz, não tem
Oh,
realmente
o
lugar pra
corpo
se
aí, ó.
limpar aqui.
Rapaz, quanto tempo esse corpo tá aí?
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. Aye, she was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
No, he couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumir.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely. But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day, she just didn't come home. And then I found her. Like this.
What do you mean, like this?
You haven't seen her yet, have you?
I haven't.
Then don't. It's a horrible thing to see. She was such a pretty girl. She had such beautiful brown hair. And it didn't even leave that untouched.
What do you mean?
Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Don't you dare hurt me with that thing.
Calma.
Good lad.
Não dá pra ver. Oh, dá.
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood.
Não tem sangue, não.
Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look.
Examinar a
Her
boca.
lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards?
Ele pode ter guardado tudo.
Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy?
É o killer, um serial killer.
É.
Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso. They are by the body. He also cut off most of her hair.
Não, acho que ele a matou por causa da Catherine.
He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue. Then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Ele voltou. E agora?
Look what I have for you.
Eita, tá zero.
Problema não.
Não. Ele come mesmo?
Ele
não
come
morre?
de boa. Vira-lata, né?
É, né?
Mutt! You silly mutt.
Caralho. E agora? Tem que fazer o quê? Tem que falar com o Lumi
Sim.
e cena do crime. Porra, e aí? Eu vejo a cena do crime primeiro e aí fico preparado pra falar com o Lumi?
Eu acho melhor.
É, né?
Uhum. Acho bem melhor.
Então vamos ver. Gutenberg.
Gutenberg.
Oh, you booge.
Where did you get that new bench? Ours is all creaky, and I keep getting splinters from it. Apples, the
Por isso que ela gritou arroz.
Nem todo
Ah,
cara lava o cavalo. O que?
Well, come to your senses yet?
tá verdinho, não? Verdinho.
É uma verdinha.
É pra escudo? É escudo.
What do you need, sir? What do you have for sale?
Ele só
vários
vende
escudos.
escudo.
É quase, né?
É.
I hope you'll find what you're looking for next time.
Easy, good horse.
Eu peguei o cavalo pra...
Nada. Ou não. É.
Não posso passar aqui?
Ah, amor, você tem que sair pelo outro ladinho. Aí esse daí.
Por aqui, né?
Acho que é aqui.
Jardim do Éden.
Aqui, ó. Acho que é aqui embaixo. Eu esqueço que você não consegue ver onde eu tô apontando.
Será que tem no Jardim do Éden?
Não foi lá que você foi? Que tinha um brother lá que queria proteger a irmã?
Não sei.
Será?
Easy, good horse.
Quality merchandise.
É aí. Aparentemente tá fechado.
Não dá, né?
A fine day for some fine wear.
Ah, não tinha descoberto ainda não. Descobriu agora.
Porra, sacanagem.
Aí, esse daí tem água.
E aqui no Jardim do Éden, o que que tem?
Não sei. Tem um cachorro ali? Ou é um... Não, é um...
É um
não
cachorro, é um
não.
cachorro.
Não, tinha chifre.
Era o diabo.
Acho que nem isso não.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Eita. Achei que era um cervo.
Easy, good
No meio da
horse.
cidade?
É, eu achei que fosse no jardim, né?
Do Éden, né, ainda?
É.
Ah, that hurts, you idiot.
A gente já chegou.
Não.
Good day.
God
Apparently, the city is organizing another collection for repairs to the fortifications. Are they out of their bloody minds? They had 2 collections just like it already.
Será que dá pra pedir pro cachorro cheirar? Deve dar, né?
Provavelmente, se tiver alguma coisa.
There's a lot of blood and some footprints. Well, I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find.
Examinar.
Christ, that's a lot of blood. But after seeing what they did to the girl, I'm not surprised.
Olha pela área.
I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them. I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been 1 killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the blood. It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade. So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more. I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. I've no idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
É. No laguinho não deve estar, não. Essa arminha também, não sei.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Estranho.
Vamos lá falar com o cara agora.
Cadê? Ah.
My God, these furry mutts.
Nice and silent.
Oh, uau.
Licença. Aê.
I'm sorry.
Lumière.
Oh.
Passando.
Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to
Você viu
sleep
que eu
it
troquei
off. I'll have
a
to get
cor
some
da...
kind of cure or potion.
Daqui
É.
tá mais clarinho, né? E aqui
Tá da
tem um
cor
amarelinho.
do meu controle.
Ah! Bocó. Entregar a poção.
Pra se recuperar, eu vou ter que conseguir alguma espécie de cura ou poção pra ele.
This should sober him up.
Não tem
Ué?
poção.
No, not that.
Tem álcool?
Nothing like a little hair of the dog that bit you.
Oxi.
Tem.
More booze. Christ. I'm gonna puke.
Drink up. It'll make you feel better.
Better already. Wait,
What?
What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
They say that about you. Why?
Because I was just on some wild goose chase. And what came of it?
Absolutely not.
nothing.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
Temos que evitar
I need to
mais
know the
isso.
truth. To find the one responsible.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, lad. But it's no use. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Posso. Eu acho que eu arranco
Vou
a
parar
verdade
por
das
nada.
pessoas. Ai, tá. Então,
Because I'm stubborn. And I don't have any other choice. I'll get to the truth no matter what.
You think that will suffice?
If not, I'd have been dead long ago. Bled out from a human arrow.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Por que está contando?
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
Detalhes das vítimas.
Jarka? Stanya? Ah, são as meninas.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse
Okay.
wench in a tavern of
padre.
ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
A gente já
You
foi
could
nessa
suspect
taverna.
every second man there. Those
Que é onde
people
tem
are
os
nothing but
bandidos
thievery and
lá, o
deceit in their
pessoal.
eyes. The
Sim.
innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Tinha algum suspeito?
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4, the most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Isso eu não tinha pego. Que
I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Você para pra ir no banheiro? Rapidinho.
Uhum.
Tá.
Nice and so.
Safe travels.
Is this your first time riding a horse, you moron?
Ah, aí.
Easy. Nice and slow.
Nice and slow.
And slow.
Esse vai marcar também. É que nem um bibi.
Bibi. Aqui eu entro aqui.
Resurrection, through the same Christ our Lord. Amen. Good day to you. What brings you here?
Ué?
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
Eu posso peregrinar.
Time for theological discussion.
Peregrinar.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal
Another one.
rest. Why is it you ask?
Porque tem que parecer assassinado.
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side. And revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough.
Com certeza.
What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka. She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
O que o padre sabe sobre crianças? Como assim? Tá.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, when she was smaller, it was fine, but when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarka was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
Ué.
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
Como ela se rebelou?
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant. Even if she had lived,
Gente.
what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Então, é por isso
Why don't
que
you
as outras
respect
têm
Lumiere?
a barriga
That's-
cortada.
My business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Come now, Father. I'm not just asking out of curiosity. This is about all the dead girls. Isn't it written in Scripture, speak up for those who have no voice?
A layman quotes the Bible to me. Fine. Lumiere accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Gutenberg.
I've heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumiere. That man has gone completely mad.
Rapaz.
Eu acho que é realmente alguém que matou porque elas eram solteiras e estavam grávidas. E aí, por isso que cortava... Eita, pô. E por isso que cortava a barriga, né? Pra tirar o feto, sumir, entendeu?
Nice and slow.
Mas por que você ficou assim, tipo, rapaz, em relação a Lumiere?
Porque é um apontando o outro. E o padre se exaltou ali também.
Mas realmente, uma história assim de assassinato é complicado.
Curva!
Agora estranho, né? Tipo, não sei. Eu acho que se fosse do cara, que é do mal lá, ele não ia matar elas. A menos que ele tenha alguma coisa que ninguém pode saber. Será?
Are you blind? You almost ran into me.
Are you blind?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. You blind?
Caralho, às vezes o Pedroca dá umas curvas. Curva!
Sinistra, né? Umas curvas.
Dá umas
muito
curvas.
Agora eu fiquei curiosa mesmo. O que será que aconteceu? Mas com certeza tem a ver com elas estarem grávidas.
Tem, com certeza.
Ali é o F já. Que é o... Como é o nome? O bar, né?
Uhum. Aqui. Agora o que é esse G?
Isso. É do lado do outro.
Sabe a mais sobre o destino da ladra. Tente descobrir o que aconteceu. Ok.
Tá.
São duas coisas diferentes.
Pronto.
Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
Acho que podemos... Não. Eu quero lutar. Vamos. Lute. Tô brincando. Acho que podemos chegar a um acordo.
Better men have tried it than a cock puller like you.
Cock puller? I'll fucking pull your cock clean off. I'll get you.
Vai, mozão. Jab. Cadê aquele passo que você aprendeu? Ah,
Leave me be!
então você vai falar?
Had enough?
Fuck yeah, damn it. What the hell do you want from me?
Talk. Where's Denna?
The last time I saw her, it's a long time ago, she scored big. Everyone was fucking jealous. She just needed to pawn it off.
É a ladra, essa é a ladra.
Eu sei. Você
Where
lembra?
did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called Rabstein. She always took the stuff to him.
Você lembra o que ela arrumou?
Do you remember what she managed to steal?
Mainly jewels. Gold and silver. No bloody pewter. She had some fucking huge golden signet ring. A bloke could fuck for a whole month with something like that.
Do you know whose crest was on it?
I don't know. I'm no expert. But it were bloody expensive, that's for sure.
De quem ela roubou?
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows, even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners in that tavern of theirs. Made him sing songs and that. Oh, and once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Procop. That was a laugh.
O que ele tinha com aquele parapá?
And what about this priest? Why was he quarreling with her?
I don't know. He was blabbering some shit about finding her a job, only she didn't want it.
Could she run away with that bard?
I doubt it. He was a bit of a milksop. He tried to be all mysterious and played a tough fella, but you could see he was lying. And Zdenna could see right through him, I bet.
Why do you think so?
Because he was getting on my nerves, so I cornered him in a dark alley one time. He ran away so fast, I bet he shit himself.
E aí? Tô achando que foi o padre, viu?
O padre tá aparecendo muito, né?
Né? Onde é o outro? Mais longe ainda. Ó, lá embaixo, na esquerda.
Eita. Tá.
Talvez ela esteja viva. Melhor ir lá primeiro, eu acho.
Vamos ver o que é a outra moça.
Boa.
Good day to you.
Stania?
Did Estania work here?
Stania? Maybe. It
Maybe.
depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
Do bom.
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
Ele gasta dinheiro.
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So,
Vai pedir, ó.
what'll it be, my good man?
Algo pra beber. Ah,
What
bota
if I
no-
simply paid you and you tell me what I want to know?
Ask away.
I want to know if Stania worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stania was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So,
Somente.
what'll it be?
Vá. É fácil, né?
I don't want to pay you any more. I think you could answer my questions directly and not always try to wheedle money out of me. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. How could you think that? Come on. Ask me anything you want.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stania disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
Será que é o mesmo bardo? Onde posso encontrar o bardo? Porque pode ser lá nas minas também. Aí seria o mesmo cara.
Eu vou perguntar
What do you know
tudo.
about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the miners' tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer.
Gente.
Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had two close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared. And she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Eu não posso ver o quarto, né?
Será que não? Aí não pode.
Não.
Nem se você entrar,
Tá,
de boa?
tem aqui. Não, mas não tem... Ah, tem um negócio aqui, ó. William. Vamos ver o bardo.
Eu achei que ele tava no negócio de carvão.
Não, o bardo. Tem, o William é o bardo. E aí depois tem esse cara do carvão. São duas pessoas diferentes.
Mas o que fica nas minas é o mesmo. É o que canta, que ele falou que toca.
Ué.
É o mesmo cara.
Easy, good horse.
Here it comes.
Ô, gente, o que tá acontecendo com esse cavalo?
Quem sabe?
Será que ele tá muito sujo e ele não consegue ver?
Deus controla o cavalo. Ele não precisa ver.
Ai, meu Deus. É que não faz sentido.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
Melhor o de baixo, se quiser tocar lá.
You don't have to, that's true. But you should. It's in your own best interest.
What are you talking about?
If you don't start giving me some answers right now, I reckon you'll end up begging in the streets. Because I'll break all your fingers, and you'll never play the lute again, you miserable minstrel.
What? No! Come on, I didn't do anything!
Stop whining and talk, or I'll be the one doing something to you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
One beer.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alices. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
Ouvi dizer que ela ia a bailes.
Você não era o
They
pretendente,
say
né?
she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
Eu ouvi dizer que ela...
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
Did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her?
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
Você sabia que ela estava grávida?
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
The innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on! I could have any woman.
Eu tô acreditando porque ele citou esse outro nobre.
You won't hear about me again, I swear to God.
Aqui é o...
Isso, Estânia.
Estânia. E aqui...
E o...
Não tem pra
não
ir
tem,
pro
não?
nobre.
Você encontra você é uma emboscada, uma pessoa indefesa se encolhe enquanto o homem se aproxima com uma arma e punho.
Pô, me botam muito longe.
Aí não dá tempo. E cadê o cara que tá escondido?
Fucking cowards! Mercy! Spare me!
Ah, eu matei ele sem querer?
Acho que sim. Ai, você matou ele.
Get on your feet and fight!
Não acredito. Sempre morre, irmão.
Pô, dessa vez eu consegui chegar.
Mas, né? Não deu muito certo.
Caralho. Tinha tudo pra dar certo.
Tia. Mas a gente ainda tá na estaca zero. É pra ir mesmo? Não é pro outro, não?
É. Mas aqui não.
Tem lugar pra
dar-
você dormir aí?
É, não tem. Eu queria justamente uma dormidinha. Aqui é Bilani. Lembra de Bilani?
Pilani. Lembro. Os caras de Billany. E onde são os caras de Billany? De Billany.
De Billany. Bora, Petroca.
Can I help you?
Não. Quer dizer, talvez. Às vezes eu olho assim de longe e acho que é uma pessoa, mas na verdade é um...
É um tronco.
Ufa.
Quick!
Tão legal, né? Andar de cavalo assim.
É.
Olha aí, olha lá. Olha só. Tem alguém sentadinho ali, ó. Lavando roupa, pescando.
Go!
Se lava, né? Antes de colocar.
Whoa!
Greetings to you. How can I help?
O seu quarto.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his dinner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternad said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
Estudar com
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Stenner.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Stenner? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Kurva.
Ouvi dizer que ela veio
What can you
vender
tell me
alguma
about Stenner?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her, otherwise she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No, I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Você ainda tem um
Is then a
cachorro?
scarf?
Cachorro que pode farejar.
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Take care.
Valeu. Cachecol. Vai lá primeiro e depois pedir pra ele cheirar?
Não, pô.
Search.
Será que vai ser muito distante?
Ele podia ser mais rápido, né?
É.
Essas são minhas pegadas?
Aonde?
O de cavalo ali?
Será? Pode ser também, né? Ou não. Acho que é só textura mesmo pra dar um tom de realidade. O faro desse cachorro é bom, né?
Tá faltando uns reflexos nessa água.
Uhum.
Duas horas depois.
A gente já chegou? Pior que é um somzinho tão relaxante.
Que eu piso no...
É.
E os grilos?
É, tá vendo? O som da floresta, a caminhadinha.
Se ele me levar pra aquele ponto que já tá marcado, eu vou ficar um pouco triste.
Nervoso, né? Triste.
Cara, ele vai me levar pra lá.
Tá levando lá.
Filho da puta.
Se você pegar o cavalo, não vai mais rápido, não?
Não, eu tenho que esperar o cachorro, né?
Ah, é.
Vamos ver, vai que lá ele me aponta pra um lugar
Outra
específico.
direção, é, certinha, né? Mano, eu tô aqui embalada por isso.
Tá.
Totalmente embalada. E hoje é domingo, né?
O que é que tem hoje?
Hoje tem Oscar.
É?
Uhum.
Vai assistir?
Claro. Claro que eu vou.
Pra ver aquela marmelada?
Pra ver o Pikachu. Fernanda Torres de Pikachu. Pior que eu fico assim, não sei se ela vai ganhar.
Marmelada.
Mas eu queria muito planeares. Mas eu não sei, porque teve a Demi Moore com Substâncias que ela nunca ganhou um Oscar.
E não é melhor atriz estrangeira, não, que ela tá concorrendo?
Também tem uma atriz, mas ela é muito nova. Aí eu não sei se vai ganhar.
Quê?
Ela é muito nova.
Quem?
A atriz estrangeira.
Não, tô perguntando... Fernanda Torres não é por atriz estrangeira, não?
Acho que não tem atriz estrangeira, é só filme estrangeiro. E depois tem melhor atriz e ator, acho que não tem.
That has to be that Ford Pint was talking about.
Ok, agora me dá a direção correta.
É. Ó, um sanguinho aí.
Uhum.
Ó. O que foi? Ué.
Que o cachorro tá indo, o cachorro...
E por que a câmera virou toda?
Porque tinha um negócio ali que o cara comentou.
Achou? É na árvore, será?
Come here, boy.
Good doggy.
Good doggy.
Aí. Mesma coisa?
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand?
Bueno.
Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks, but that ring is a good lead.
Você pegou o anel?
Não me apareceu aqui, eu acho. Não.
Não, né? Isso não estaria marcado como missão, né?
É.
E não tem como olhar, não. Olha nela.
Aqui.
Ah, anel de Esdena.
Não conheço o brasão.
E agora?
Agora vamos pra outra, né? Pra última. Onde que era? Aqui.
Nas minas. Olha aí perto, talvez tenha.
Não que eu conheço. Tem
Lá
isso
por
aqui,
cima.
mas eu não conheço.
Lá por cima.
Danemark. Ah, mal deixa eu ver aqui embaixo.
É. Aí, tem esse aí. Bilani.
É plano, né? Tudo plano.
Dá pra você dormir em Bilani? Não, né?
Não.
É só ir reto. Não precisa nem dar conta se seguir só o laixinho.
Up! Up!
Ó.
Bora. Bora, Pedroca. Rápido como o vento.
Só falta voar.
Dê-me sua força, Pegasus.
Pegasus Fantasy.
Por que ele não tá segurando a rede?
Não sei. É porque ele é bom demais. Ele nem precisa. Ele é bom demais.
Isso aqui é uma trilha?
Não. Eita.
Véi, Henry tem que parar de bater a cabeça nas coisas.
A única coisa chata de ir pelo meio do mato é isso. Estamos chegando. Pior que eu acho que vai estar todo mundo dormindo. Não vai nem ter... Né?
Isso aí, vamos ver.
Cara cantando.
Pera aí, só. É, vai estar todo mundo. O que talvez seja uma ótima oportunidade.
Pra assaltar?
É, e ver se eu acho algo incriminante. Não, você.
Stay.
Quem era o cara?
Era um bardo o nome dele. Não me lembro.
Não, Bardo foi.
Ah, o bardo lá de cima, né? Mas pra mim era a mesma pessoa. Não vou mentir. Não tem nada.
Ó aí o Barton aí, ó. É esse cara.
Ah, pronto. Nada.
Acho que cadê a chave do negócio, pelo menos? É, não tem nada.
Talvez você tenha que falar a mesma coisa. Né?
É, mas eu, né? Pô, podia ter pelo menos uma pista, um negócio assim.
Eu
Que
também acho.
eu pudesse, tipo, pegar a evidência e falar assim, esfregar na cara dele.
Aí eu não tô vendo.
Silhuetas, silhuetas. Ei, cadê o cara com as chaves?
Rapaz. Deve ser esse aí, né? Só pode ser. Não, não é.
Quebrou minha imersão.
Vai. Ó, a Stânia. Tem nada. Será que foi ela que matou todo mundo?
Não é possível.
É. Fala com ela.
Não consigo falar com ela. Bom, mas ela tá aqui.
Uhum. Ali tinha um lugar pra você sentar. Para você sentar também. Não tem mais lugar, não?
Não.
É.
É.
Acho que você vai olhar na gravação depois e vai ver que eu tô colhendo assim.
Então é isso, né?
É, senta aí e espera amanhecer. Aí tem um banquinho.
Master, hey, Mutt?
Hey, mas
Cadê a Stênia?
What brings you here?
não pode entrar.
Grant you health, sir. God bless.
E agora?
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
I wouldn't be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
Without getting seen by any witnesses.
What do you mean? What witnesses?
I mean you. If I tried anything, you'd remember me.
Well, that didn't occur to me. That would really be stupid of you.
I really only want to talk to her.
Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us. Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. Till we meet again.
Será que é ela aí?
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you.
I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Lumir thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumir? From the rat house? He sent you?
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
Porque você fugiu?
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover?
Ah, por isso que o quarto dela tava
First he was
todo...
horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did. But I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it. And sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man, but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Groller had a servant with him?
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly. Every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
Pronto.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Ele não foi o padre. Você pode usar, continue tentando se lembrar que você falou que...
O padre não é alemão.
William também não é.
Não é. Topeira, quem é o topeira? Aquele cara que eu saí na mão?
Se pá... Bota aí.
Eu também não... Ele também não era alemão.
É.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
Não foi o do Pera, padre.
Tô com medo de clicar em um desses e já acabar o diálogo.
Eu acho melhor botar a média mesmo.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip. Like a miner or swordsman.
E agora?
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a pig.
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers. The lecher. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snoring. It couldn't have been him.
Couldn't it have been Father Procop?
Espadachim ou mineiro?
I don't know him.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favour?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
Farewell, my friend.
Greetings, friend. God be with you.
Tá, quem pode ser? Pode ser o nobre, então. Que é espadachim e
É.
pode ser forte mesmo.
É.
Deve ser o nobre.
Vamos a Lumir.
Um ao lado do corpus. Mimi.
Keep close to the others. There's something I need.
You've got legs.
Será que entra nele? Não.
Ele deve estar dormindo ainda. Não, ele
Acho que é ainda, já tá claro.
ele tá dentro da casa dele.
Olha ele.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well, I...
Fala logo.
Well, who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Vamos falar de Yarka.
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Foi criada.
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout.
Pode ser esse Grolls
and
aí.
spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Handel é um nome que pode ser alemão.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
Ela estava grávida.
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her?
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant? I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake. And I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
Que o William não é o único homem na... Que o William não é o único homem na cidade.
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone. And now we'll never find out.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him. Though I don't think it was. It just seems foolish to only focus on him.
I suppose you're right.
E sobre as meninas a gente não vai falar. Aí.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Alguém está esperando por ela.
She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact.
Provavelmente não era... O topeiro assassino era muito forte, assim disse uma coisa. Bateu disse uma coisa.
According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
According to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
Stanya admitted that she knows William.
Eita.
He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes, he's a good lad.
Aye.
And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others.
Ela conseguiu roubar bastante prova, descobriu que o Zdena tentou roubar o... Von Grolle.
Zdena tried to rob young Von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
Ah, that whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
Oh, that's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her. But unlike Yarka,
Pois
she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Ugh. My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
Von Gron.
I suspect one of the Von Grollers.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
E agora? Será que a gente tem certeza que não foi o William? Aí, Yaka estava grávida do filho do Von. O robô do Von Gron.
Eu vou botar esse aqui.
Zdena robbed Von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young Von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True.
We could be getting somewhere.
Oh, calma. Yaka estava grávida do filho, só que a gente lembra que a mãe do Yaka não gostava dela, não foi? Que eu entendi. Talvez tenha sido a mãe. Tenha mandado matar alguém, não sei. Yaka.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young Von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old Von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young Von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it
Médico,
out.
talvez. Ou Sneak Harry, né? O Sneak Harry é melhor, eu acho.
Não sei, eu acho que de médico
Você acha ruim?
pode ser divertido. Ou como espadachim também, né?
Acho que de médico, entre espadachim e médico, acho que melhor médico.
Por
Ou
quê?
não?
Acho
Porque o
mais
espadachim a gente vai falar diretamente com o menino, né? Com o William.
Com o William? Não, com o...
O
outro,
Van.
com
Van,
o-
uma coisa.
É.
Então vamos de espadachim.
A gente pode ir de qualquer um dos dois.
Examine o quarto de quem?
Do Groyle.
Ah, sim. Então vamos pro Van Groll. Acho que eu vou ter que tomar um café.
Vai lá.
É rapidinho. Foi mal.
Cuidado, viu? Um pouco. Pra não passar a mão.
Easy, good horse.
Me dá um pouco.
Ow! Don't you see me walking?
Whoa.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent me to train young Master Hendel in sword fighting.
I'm sorry, but I know nothing about it.
Are you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman won't be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. Please, come in. Go to the courtyard. You'll have more than enough room there. I'll send the young master to you immediately. Be with you, good sir.
A gente usou o nome do Menhart pra poder dizer, não, eu sou... Menhart mandou aqui pra poder ensinar ele a lutar.
Pode voltar. Entendi, a gente já chegou com aquele mestre espadachim, né?
Isso.
Ah, legal.
Não chegou com ele. Ele falou
não,
que o
Menhart
mandou.
Uhum.
É aqui que eu tenho que ir.
Pode voltar, gente.
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon. Master Menhard said I'd have to wait a while for my lessons.
Well, that's true. But we had an opening, and Master Menhard immediately thought of you.
But of course. That's good. It doesn't matter. I'm actually glad it turned out like it did. At least Mother will leave me alone for a while.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with girls too much. She'd rather have me praying all day and night like her.
Well, maybe a sword fighting lesson will help you.
Maybe. But first I want to see if you have anything to teach me. Ready?
I'm not. I've only got a sharp weapon.
Really? You wanted to draw iron right away. Well, I can lend you one. But next time, bring your own. Brichst deine Gebete,
É a mãe dele.
Arschloch!
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he has much to learn from me.
Yes. The young lord learned it the hard way.
And after a few lessons, you'll only get better.
I hope so. I know the basic steps, but lack the finesse. I admit.
Excellent. That's enough for today. But before I go, I'd like to ask you something.
Em que tipo de arma você mais interessa?
What type of weapon are you most interested in?
A sword, of course. It is fitting for someone of my standing.
And what about a cleaver? Or a hunting sword?
Pah! A cleaver is more fitting for some yokel or bandit. Or a butcher. And a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one. I don't even know what happened to it. I wouldn't be ashamed of that one. But otherwise, they are for fat burghers and poor mercenaries.
Sabre, tem sabre. Ah, não, ele não.
And what about an axe? Have you ever held one?
No! Do you take me for a woodcutter?
Você já matou alguém?
Have you ever killed anybody?
What kind of question is that? Of course not.
I meant in battle.
How else could you have meant it?
Enough small talk. I want you to practice the basic posture. Nice and slow.
Yes, master.
Uai, mas e agora? Vai ficar só lutando?
Ele vai praticar.
Sim. Eita.
Enquanto ele pratica...
Você vai lá examinar o quarto. Ou infiltrar-se.
Será que ainda posso falar com ele?
Acho que sim.
Não.
Ah, não. Vai mudar pro Sneak Harry? Não. Não? Será que é a mãe dele? Falando lá embaixo? Deve ser, né? Essa foi de onde você veio agora, não foi não? Mas, olha lá, tem um baú. Esse café é ruim.
Café é isso?
Chafé, que minha mãe fez. Fui correndo pegar um rápido e mais leve, né? Mas é ruim. É.
Talvez que nem... Será que aqui é o quarto dele mesmo?
Parece uma cama só. Mas eu tô achando que foi a mãe dele.
Mas a mãe dele não tem força.
Não,
Ó,
mas ela
machado.
pode ter mandado alguém. Ó, o insígnia.
Troféu
das
das
vítimas.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Então foi um menino mesmo. Será que a mãe tenta proteger ele? Sabe de alguma coisa? Ah, sei lá. Aí não.
É, eu vou voltar lá com...
Ah, vai voltar? Achei que você ia confrontar ele.
Em nome da lei.
Em nome da lei. Cara, em nome da lei.
Easy, good horse.
E por que ele ouviu duas pessoas falando? Não é esquisito?
Ele pode... Ele...
Né?
Ele pode ter contratado outra pessoa, né? Pra fazer o trabalho.
Amen.
Amen.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked.
Devia
If we
ter
at
pego
least had
tudo
a
do baú.
witness.
Devia ter o
What
quê?
about three
Pego tudo do
witnesses
baú.
at once?
É, né?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
Vai ser
The only one
ela?
I can think of is
Provavelmente.
Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry. We won't take our eyes off you.
Tudum.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace.
É a menina falando.
Also, a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
Rapaz! Barraco. Foi a mulher, a mãe dele que respondeu. Ou a mulher, né? Não foi uma mulher que respondeu. Ih, é isso, não foi ele. Foi ela e o cara, se pá. Ó o peixinho. Ó o gatinho.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel? Hendel? You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Oh, Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gut him, is it?
Eita!
Get that bitch, you fool!
Ai, que legal.
Ué?
Ué, cadê o assassino? Bugou? Ele saiu correndo, se pá? Acho que ele saiu correndo. Eu acho que ele saiu correndo real, amor.
Meu Deus.
Cadê o assassino? Ué, bugou.
Não é possível.
Abre o mapa, vê se ele tá andando. Ó. É isso mesmo, ele saiu correndo. Ele saiu correndo. Pega a pedroca. Ele tá correndo aí, ó. Que? Você tá com a arma na mão, velho? Eita, aí. Eita. Pedroca chegou. Cadê aquele golpe que você aprendeu?
Sei que eu tenho que...
Who's there?
Aí. Eita.
I yield. Mercy.
Eu tô sem minha espada? Ah, não pode. Não é... Ué, eu tô sem minha espada por algum motivo.
Também não sei por que não.
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you. But you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
Quando faz quantas pessoas você matou, Madeline teve a última palavra.
Confess then. How many of them did you kill altogether?
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families. Just like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as she breeds, the lured whore.
Oh, you're completely mad. My God.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. It's a deadly sin.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day.
Madeline teve a última palavra, não vou matar.
It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted them killed.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Grole. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel's anyway, but he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
And Mandalina just came to you like that, out of the blue. And you immediately obeyed her?
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that Yarka rejected me and that she'd started an affair with Master Hendel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings. And that she had to be punished before she brought misfortune on someone. And...
Go on. I'm listening.
That she deserved to die for all her sins! And she was right!
É melhor deixar pra lei, né? Ou não? Vai matá-lo. Porque se matar também... Mata ele, né? Mas como é que eles vão saber a verdade, a polícia? Acho que você pode matar, acho que não vai...
Close your eyes. It'll soon be over.
I'll get you!
Eita.
You can't stand up to this!
Foi de boa.
Todo mundo viu, né? Então, tipo...
Tá de boa.
Só não posso lutear, né? Pô, ainda me deu um... Ainda conseguiu me dar uma sacadinha.
Ué, que foi?
Tanto, um monte de gente olhando. A cidade
sim.
toda viu.
Prestou atenção.
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Shut up. Tem umas perguntas pra ele.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
And what about Hendel?
Deve
Did he know
saber,
what you
não.
were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. but one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
Deve mesmo. Por que você fez isso? E o cabelo?
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his, so we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
Por que você fez isso?
A gente já sabe.
Por que está ciente de que matou garotas? Você está... Isso aí mesmo.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
Ah, por isso que eu não queria vender, o anel foi dado.
I better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Ela tem que morrer.
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
But, I mean... How could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
Huh. We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores! Hell! Lucifer everywhere! Fire and brimstone!
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right, all right. Do it then. But I wash my hands of it.
No! Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
Vata Catherine.
Well, now someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go.
Estranho, não
I'll
mostrou,
explain
né?
everything.
Deu corte.
And you,
não
Henry,
mostrou.
wait for me at home, all right?
Fine. I'll wait at yours.
Good, good. I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
Tudo bem.
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Tell us, Lumir. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
I'm surprised you got away with it, bringing them 2 corpses.
I would have preferred a different ending, but... fuck. What happened, happened.
Lumia, don't be angry anymore.
I'm not angry anymore. And I must admit that maybe it was better this way. If they were still alive, there'd be a lot more squabbling. But... like this.
The dead approve in silence.
Precisely. I just told them I spread the word that one victim survived and where she was hiding. And I waited for them there. And when they came to kill her, we had no choice but to end it that way.
O que você vai fazer agora, Catherine?
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumir?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all 3 of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
Bom, vamos lá.
Let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders, and you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumir, we shall certainly meet again.
Escudo e 150 groschos. Dá pra falar com a Catherine? Pergunta sim, né?
I don't understand how you always get people to tell you anything you want.
We women have it in our blood.
What? Spying?
No, you rogue. Knowing how to listen. And also how to size people up.
It'd be good to learn a few tricks from you.
I can't now. Come back later.
Me ensine.
I'd like to learn a few tricks from you.
I can't now.
Come back later. E quando é que a gente vai conseguir ficar com a Catherine?
Quem sabe?
Quer que eu pesquise?
Acho que pra ela foi isso, né?
O quê? Com
a missão dela que faltava aqui.
Ah, sim.
Né?
Sim.
Gisca, e tem que conversar com Gisca sobre as novas etapas. As próximas etapas.
Ué, o que está fora do... Como é que tá de sono? Ih, mo, tá acabando a barrinha de sono. Melhor você dormir aí.
Eu durmo lá na...
Mas acho que você não chega.
Chego.
Então tá bom.
Não consegui, Vitor.
You're mine!
Show you.
Did you see that coming, eh?
Não.
You wanna try me? You can't stand up to this.
Eita. Tá.
Jesus. Caralho.
Quando foi que salvou a última vez?
Ah, deve ter sido lá
agora,
quando
né?
terminou. Tem vezes que o negócio não pega, não clica.
Acho que é porque tá ficando difícil, né? Acho que, será que ele vai dificultando com o tempo?
Ah, provavelmente.
Que chave do baú é essa que você...
Ah, isso é faz um tempão.
Ok, apareceu tudo de novo. Belo. Por quê? Ah, você tá dentro do... Tururu. Tururu. Pula. Lobos é chato.
É, lobos é foda. Se fossem os caras de novo até aí.
É. Ele mesmo entra. Aí atrás. Aí vira. Aí vai em frente. Vira pra esquerda. Agora você já gravou, então.
É. Vamos dar uma pausinha?
Vamos.
Bora.
Ai.
Uma pausinha, uma pausinha.
Então salvou. Até depois. Até depois.
Ah, oi, eu tava sem a câmera esse tempo todo, né?
Foi.
Oxi. Você não falou?
Eu acho que eu falei alguma das vezes. Mas você não voltou, aí eu deixei.
Ok.
Acontece.
Sim, a gente vai fazer o quê? A gente vai dar uma pausa e deixar aí?
Aqui ainda tá, ó.
Vai deixar uma pausa e fechar.
Vamos dar uma pausa e fechar. Eu acho melhor, né? Ou você prefere ficar?
Tá bom, tudo bem.
Você quer deixar?
Não, a gente pode fechar.
Então,
e aí
beleza.
volta daqui a mais tarde.
Pronto.
Né? Vamos comer alguma coisa.
Bora.
Né?
Kisses.
8 horas. Dá uma jantadinha e já voltamos.
Pronto. Beijo.